Why are they showing this? Giving should be anonymous. If giving isn't anonymous, it's not giving, it's marketing. Okay, so I'm starting a podcast called The Man in the Arena. It's called The Man in the Arena simply because I have no better ideas. Everything I have is called Man in the Arena. MIDA is called Man in the Arena. It's what it stands for. The company that owns MIDA is Man in the Arena Inc. My previous company was Dare Mighty Things. I just don't have any better ideas. I see the Man in the Arena as a rare human today because it's the man in the arena versus the critic. The critic is everywhere. Everyone's criticizing everyone online. And then you look at their lives and they're absolute shit. So the man in the arena is actually doing something about it. You come to these videos, you come to these podcasts because you want to improve. That, in my mind, makes you a man in the arena. You're not a critic. You're not going after other people, telling them how they ought to live. That's some weak ass shit. And this podcast, these videos, are a place for the man in the arena to improve. There's no ads. I'm going to bring on a co-host most likely, but there's no ads. Just share the videos, share the podcast. That'd be much appreciated. We'll cover a lot of different topics, mainly self-improvement, health, how to do things better, little routine things, mindset stuff. This episode is simply about giving, oddly enough. Because of that FTX stuff, I can't, whatever the guy's name is, he's a little rat. So he created basically a Bernie MADOFF-STYLE, whatever it's called, PONZI scheme, where he's taking people's money. They think they're buying crypto, but they're buying basically an IOU. And some of that money was funneled to the Democrats. Some of that money was funneled to Ukraine or whatever, the big mess where Ukraine gave it. It's a complete mess. He frauded a lot of people. The thing I like about this is everyone thought he was the best guy because he was living quote unquote frugally, even though he was a multi-billionaire, I guess. And he showed everyone how generous he was. So he was giving all this money away, or seemed to be. And I love it because you have another guy, Andrew Tate, who a lot of people despise. Says a lot of great stuff. He's imperfect, obviously, but he says a lot of great stuff. A lot of people despise him. And he had his own charities. He had a dog charity, a couple other ones. He didn't tell anyone. So I think those are two different characters. And Tate is better than this little rat. Because the little rat, you got to watch out for people who want to show how much they give. Why are they showing this? Giving should be anonymous. If giving isn't anonymous, it's not giving, it's marketing. So you have this little rat who wanted to show everyone how good he was, who wanted to give this image of being altruistic and not a greedy capitalist, all this stuff. And then you have the greedy capitalist who was, in a sense, doing a lot more good behind the scenes than this little rat. Which brings up two things. Virtue signaling has ruined giving. If someone gets in trouble, they have to show how good they are. And they were probably good the whole time. This also goes to people who hate the rich. So the greedy capitalist, in my mind, is better than, obviously better than the virtue signaling little rat. It's the Jordan Peterson. Their room is a mess, their life is a mess, and they're telling the world how it ought to be. These people are scums of the earth. Their lives are in shambles. I feel bad for them because they don't see it. They see the world as the problem, not them as the problem. And they want everyone to give away all of their money, and they think anyone who has money is greedy and evil. But when you look, even the greediest capitalist, who I am not a fan of, who is doing things bad, he's giving away no money, all this stuff, the net positive he has is far greater than this little rat who's virtue signaling little cock or whatever, who hates the rich, wants to burn the rich. The net positive he has creates jobs, provides a service. He has to provide a service that's of benefit to people, or else the business doesn't grow. Provides jobs, so he gives people a way to make a living. People don't need free stuff. They need to earn their stuff. It's a psychological thing. If people get free stuff, it does no good. If you look at lottery winners, most of them end up broke again because they didn't earn what they got. There's no pride in winning the lottery. There is pride in taking a paycheck home that feeds your family. Even if you never get rich, that is an honorable, great thing. Wealth is essentially someone who went for it. They wanted more. They had a great idea, bit of luck, but they had the skill to seize the luck. There's a lot of factors in it. Most people just don't want to be wealthy, and there's no problem with that. But the people that look at the rich and hate them because they're rich, that is ruining giving, because giving has to happen anonymously, or else it's marketing. And I love that story about the FTX guy, because he was rich. He was showing everyone how altruistic he is. He's driving around in a little Toyota. And then you have Andrew Tate, who's got Bugattis, who's got everything, who's got a dog shelter, who's doing some good things behind the scenes. And good for him. If someone's rich, good for them. They did something to earn it. If they're born into wealth, statistically in America, they're going to lose it, because a free market demands risk to get wealth, but also to keep it. And if you're born wealthy and your parents didn't drill in the skills to maintain and gain more wealth, then you're essentially going to lose it. It lasts one generation in America. So all these people that want a more controlled economy, like maybe France or Italy or whatever, wealth lasts 4 generations in France. Wealth lasts 8 generations, I think, in a more controlled area like Venice. If you have pure out socialism, if you have communism, which is what some of these assholes want, wealth is controlled by the essentially aristocracy, the people who run the country. That's it. There is no upward forward movement. It's everyone's the same, but it's shared poverty. Everyone is poor. So these people that want more mobility through the classes should want complete free market, complete risk. Only the people that earn money or provide a service or whatever get that wealth. And then sure, let them pass it to their kids, but their kids are going to likely squander it. And in squandering it, they're spending it on things that are putting money back into the economy and helping other people get rich. This is just another example of how these people are so insanely wrong and how they look at it just so stupidly. They want everything to be fair, but they think fairness is taking from one and giving to another. That's not fairness. Fairness is just opportunity. Fairness isn't taxing rich people at 60%. Fairness is taxing everyone at 20%. Getting rid of the loopholes, and everyone pays a fair share. But, you know, these people don't see it like that. And them not seeing it like that is a good thing, because they're not going to do the work to develop anything, to create anything, and you can. So whatever. If we could just let people live their lives and let people give what they want to give, be who they want to be. If you look at it from a per income stat, I saw that. So liberals take, I'm not even saying liberals. Liberals are like, everyone's good people, but liberals, the left, let's say the left, because liberal is liberty. Each person should have freedom to do what they want, which I completely agree with. Let's say the left, more socialist people. They want to take from the rich and give to the poor, yet on every level of income, they give less to charity and they pay less in taxes. So you have a growing swell of people who want other people to do what they are unwilling to do. They want other people to have skin in the game while they have no skin in the game. It's a weird way our society is going. It's destructive, and hopefully people wake up to this by seeing this FTX scumbag who was showing everyone how altruistic he is while taking everyone's money. He is the product of this socialist take from others kind of mindset, because he wanted to show that he was doing good, but he was actually a scumbag. If someone's a overt greedy capitalist, they are who they are. When I was younger, I still do this. I'm always suspicious of super nice people, because super nice people, I have found, are not necessarily good people. If a guy's a prick, you know he's a prick. He is who he is overtly. I'd rather have someone be who they are overtly, be who they are and show it, than have to hide who they are with niceness. I am not the nicest guy. I can be a little bit of a prick sometimes, but I'm good. I'll help people out. I'll go out of my way to help people out. But like the little trivialities, the manners, all that crap, I'm not always about that. But if you've bought from my supplement company, if something goes wrong, I'm calling you. I'm emailing you. I'm helping. I'm trying to do everything I can to help you out. I'm answering my own questions. I'm trying to do all this stuff, but sometimes I answer them in a bit of a snarky way, and that's just my nature. Anyway, the FTX thing, the Tate thing, I like that comparable. I hope people change their mind frame. Let people be who they are. Be good. Be good to people. Let people give how they want to give. Because if someone's giving overtly, if someone's doing all this charity stuff, you gotta, I don't know. It's not always what it appears to be, and the quote unquote bad isn't always what that appears to be either. Sometimes people are good. They just prefer to be good truly altruistically. They don't want the marketing for it. Tate had to say all these things that he was doing good because everyone came after him for a couple comments he made, and a couple comments he made were dumb, but like whatever. Everyone makes dumb comments, and no one wants, like, people could take snippets of this podcast, this video, clip it up, make me seem like a complete dick, when in reality I'm trying to, encourage people to give without the marketing behind it. You go into some people's houses and they got pictures of all the kids they support. Actually, I've got pictures of one of the kids I support. It's just a nice reminder. Looks like a nice fella. But we've kind of lost that real giving of when someone dies, we go through their books and we realized how much they gave away and how much they helped after they died. Now you have people trying to market. They'll buy libraries, they'll buy hospitals, they'll buy wings of whatever, put their name on it, pat themselves on the back, and show everyone how good they are. That is marketing. That's not giving. I know the outcome might be good all around, but that's marketing. That's not giving. That's it. Hope you enjoyed this. Hopefully it changes bit of a way we look at good versus bad. It's not all broad strokes. That little prick, that FTX prick, proved that. You could tell he's a little rat. He's just looked like a scumbag. That is another example of a weak man who got some power. Scumbag. He couldn't get it through merit, so he had to steal money from other people. And he's a smart guy, but he was not good. Might have been a nice guy, seemed very nice, but he wasn't good. That's weak man versus strong man. Strong man will do it on merit. He will do the giving behind doors. He will stand by his word. He won't screw people over in the process. The weak man is just gonna screw people over with a smile on his face, with a handshake, with a gift, whatever. Weak versus strong. All right, Man in the Arena, new podcast. Hope you enjoyed it.